procrastinating. Got so much love for this game, it's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle.
This is... Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van... Gundy and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines.
Bleachers at every graduation, different stages, gradually we elevating. Motivation, hard work and dedication, life lessons, ain't no better education, no half-stepping, I'm betting on me like it's... Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. Don't wait too long. You know faith without work is dead. And the lazy hustle don't get no bread. Just keep your head up. Keep moving. I bit me now. Drip, drip. I bit me now. Acha, no more. Keep back, can't stop. Oh, singer me. I some move, I some rock, I some move. You quick, keep back, girl.
Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Now here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. It's blocked by Gobert. And he recovers it. And he gets it to go. Here's George. Pass to Tomjanovich. The kick out to Edwards. George outside. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by the Pistons. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about it.
Oh, flying high, throwing it down.
Oh, my. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. It's good on the putback. Thompson's gotten his second bucket.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Cunningham, left side. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Cunningham finding the open man there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me.
He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Edwards. The layup misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
The shot's good.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Edwards. Driving inside. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Edwards got his second basket on the night.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Cunningham outside. Here's Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. Wow, Edwards with the hops, the long arms, easy guy to hit in the alley-oop game.
Pass to Harris. Out to Thompson. Here's Duren. Lays it up and banks it in.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
.124 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Oh, great D that time from Harris. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 14-6 run. Thompson in the post.
Oh, my goodness.
A big finish right there.
Awesome. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Well, Schroeder out there still hustling around. Well, he uses that speed and some of his cunning to find those passing lanes. You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And he's going for the lob.
You're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Here's Alexander Walker. What a performance for Ausar Thompson. He has been the story for Detroit. He made a big impact, scoring 12.
76-13.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And here's Schroeder outside. He's in his comfort zone, 2 for 2 to start this one. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
To the inside, Holland. Rebound by the 76ers. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. The Pistons lead by 8. Hardaway on the wing. And Detroit another 3.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The kick out to Richardson. Here's Drummond. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Drummond had some free throw struggles for many years of his career. And teams aren't afraid to get physical with him, but he has improved at the free throw line.
And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Ausar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Ausar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. And the slam dunk by Thompson. And the Pistons lead by 13.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. He's off on the layup. Spins. And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. He's all alone. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. 76ers trail by 15. Duren with a steal. And here we go. The Pistons running again. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
Oh, a strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Pistons ball.
Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham.
Yo, watch it.
1:43 left in the first half. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Tries again. Here's Holland. Harris outside. They shoot again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
Good on both. 76ers trail by 19. George outside. Here's George. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's Gobert. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Cunningham showing off his eye for finding openings. Nice feed.
Pass to Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards got 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
George with it. Picked up by Cunningham. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Detroit leading by 21. Down low. Here's Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Duren. Defended by Gobert. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And George launches it from deep. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Detroit. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
As fearless as they come for a young player, Thompson going right at the defense.
And here's George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
George for 3. The rebound by Stewart.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been...
Oh,
yes,
my
sir!
goodness!
Oh,
A ridiculous slam!
That was nice.
That is a throwdown.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Pass to Thompson. Crafty move. And Stewart with a lay-in. That one's good. Stewart's got his first 2 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
Pass to Beasley. Thompson in the post. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. Thompson outside. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Beasley. Collects the 2 points near the hoop.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 5.
Well, the height and the length really helping PG get that one off.
And stolen by Gobert. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And he lobs it up.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Pass to Beasley. Now here's Thompson. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area. The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. The 3 from Thompson. Rebound by Philadelphia. Fast break, Philadelphia. And Edwards slams it in.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, so D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated, but this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite. It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line. Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And the free throw, no good.
Now, first and foremost, it's the athletic ability and that raw talent. It's there for Ausar Thompson. He's just got to keep developing and refining all the little micro skills.
And here's Cunningham outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Cunningham's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Up top, George. He's got 7. Can't hit from the elbow. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Holland. Missed inside. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's Richardson. Stolen. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Holland gets the bucket. Holland's got 8.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
George outside. A deep 3. Six on the shot clock. Back to Drummond. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Drummond's got his first bucket in this one.
That's why Andre Drummond is up there in the league leaders in field goal percentage. Down low, high percentage shots.
And the dunk by Duren.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Already.
With the score, your Pistons, 62.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Oubre with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. The offensive rebound. And Drummond with the jam.
And he can intimidate. He comes from the elbows, he attacks the offensive glass, and he gives you second possessions.
On the wing, Ivey. Back to Thompson. Brent, you had a ton of playoff experience as a player. What was the atmosphere of the NBA postseason like?
Well, the intensity certainly picks up, BA, but looking back at it, it's so fun to see the amount of attention that all of a sudden comes with playoff basketball. So many more fans, so many more cameras, so much on the line. It's really where you enjoy all that hard work.
George with it, and it's Ivey picking him up. There's the three. George, that one's good.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Cunningham on the wing. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Thompson for 3. And he can't get that one. 76ers trail by 19. And Edwards slams it in.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And stolen by Gobert. Fast break, Philadelphia. Edwards with it. Picked up by Cunningham. And stolen by Cunningham. And he lobs it up top. And here we go, the Sixers in transition. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Pass to Thompson. To win the drought. Rebound by Philadelphia. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Pass to Durham. Back to Thompson. Ivey outside. Back to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivey's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Second personal foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Here's George. Pass to Edwards. Lob City! Ant-Man delivers.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Edwards, that's good.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
And stolen by Edwards. George with it. Now Thompson. Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow.
Paul George dunk contest, and maybe a little over. But I love to see him get up.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Oh, great power driving to the bucket. Edwards gets it to fall. A fearless finisher.
Shot's good by Thompson.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Pistons.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And with just one game... Oh, nice!
Look at the bench.
Down!
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that. Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
At the line for the Sixers.
George hits them both. 36 seconds left in the final quarter. It's Thompson, high post.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.